Blessed people, now is about 23:35 p.m. Again, the time now is about 23:35 p.m. And I am coming to you live at this hour because the Lord Almighty, He has spoken. He spoke this past night. And in that conversation, I'm going to try to describe to you what you need to know. But the Lord Almighty has spoken. And this is a serious conversation the Lord has had with His servants this past night. Now, this past night, the Lord Almighty, He showed me that the beast that I saw coming out of the sea had finally arrived on the land. Finally arrived on the land. Again, yesterday there was a conversation, and in that conversation yesterday, Tuesday, May 26th, the year 2026, the Lord had a conversation with you, the church, with the nations, and in that conversation the Lord showed me how the beast of Revelation 13 would come out of the sea and head towards Israel. And I know the exact sea, the particular sea where he comes out from, in that area where there is turbulence going on right now. And so that was yesterday, May 26th, the year 2026. And then I shared with you later, greater detail, the revelation, how that affects you to prepare for the coming of the Messiah. What are his names? What can you read from his names that the Lord has given him? The Antichrist, the man of lawlessness, the son of perdition, and so forth. And then what does he come to do? Which I shared yesterday, coming to slaughter the Christians, persecute the Christians, and totally destroy the church, totally. The people of God. And then also bring the abomination that causes desolation, bring deception to prosper. So it becomes intrigues and then deception all over the earth, and idol worship, apostasy. So yesterday I shared, and then the moment I finished sharing that with you, then the Lord Almighty speaks with me again about the same beast. And he says, look, he has now arrived on the land. And so you can see that these conversations from May 14th, when the Lord showed me the rapture of the church, the Messiah is about to take the church. And he shows me the beast. The beast is injured on one head. You can see the ear is cut but healed. So after showing me the rapture, then now he shows me yesterday the beast coming out of the sea. You can imagine how tremendous that vision is. To see a huge beast coming out of the sea with many horns. You can imagine how unbelievable that vision is. Terrifying is the word. Many heads and many horns. And then today now, he shows me that, look, the beast has now arrived on the land. He is now devouring people, chaos and mayhem. So you can tell that heaven has serialized these conversations deliberately. This is a deliberate serialization of these conversations in a sequence to deliver a particular message to this generation, to deliver a particular message to the whole world. And the message is very apparent, it's very clear, the time is over. These events are about to happen. Because you see the chronology laid out in that sequence. And so, today I want to share with you that the Lord Almighty, He showed me the beast of Revelation chapter 13. And how the beast of Revelation chapter 13, he has finally arrived on the land. And when he has finally arrived on the land, then he begins to devour and cause mayhem. He's very huge. He's really huge. Like, no mistake about that. And then, look at what happens. all of a sudden the Lord gives me a very strong sword, which is like a big knife, a strong, sharp sword. So I've never seen that at the speed of lightning. Even me, I was surprised by that. I ran at the speed of lightning, the speed of lightning. I was just shocked I've done that. The power of God befell me. I ran at the speed of lightning and went right in front of the face of the beast, in front of him, and stabbed one of his heads, stabbed with a knife very deep, and injured him very, very badly, stabbed him very deep on the head, on one of the heads. Again, this past night, this is now what I call privileged conversation, because this kind of conversation belongs to the axis of the servant of the Lord and the Lord himself. This night the Lord showed me that the beast I saw coming out of the sea, the beast of Revelation chapter 13, has finally arrived on the land, and I can see his many horns. And then, as he arrives on the land, he is devouring people and destroying them. Remember, he's also called the little horn in the book of Daniel. The beast, this beast is called the little horn, the small horn. He is destroying people and killing, devouring everybody that does not obey him. And then the Lord, all of a sudden, he gave me a very sharp knife, which is like a sword. So I actually held it the way one would hold a sharp knife, a sharp sword, a straight one. And at the speed of lightning, I went to stop the beast. I ran in front of him and stabbed him on the head, one of the heads, very deep, severely, and really injured him significantly. And then I came out. I came back. When I came back, then I woke up. So now, that is the conversation the Lord has shared with me. But the Messiah is coming. Thank you. Those who are wise, prepare. Be holy. Be righteous. Thank you.